Good morning. Welcome to day 3 of morning meditations. I'm just gonna take a sip of this. It's coffee, it's not vodka. I said morning medications with Kate. No, morning meditations with Kate. Apparently haven't woken up yet, but I am really glad to be with you. And for this practice, I'm really enjoying it. Normally, I will just kind of sit and do a 20-minute meditation by myself. But this has been really nice to have a structure, and I'm so glad to share it with you. So let's get started. I feel like I slept a little weird on my shoulder last night, so I am going to start with some shoulder stretches. So I'm going to have us kind of pull the elbow back and look away, and then bring it across the body and look towards it. And I'm just starting with my right. So take an inhale and pull the elbow back and look away. It's just nice to kind of stretch when you first wake up, let the body loosen, and take an exhale and bring that arm across and look towards the shoulder. It feels better already. Let's do one more. So take an inhale and pull that right elbow back and look to the left. And then exhale, bring it across and look towards it. Good. Now you're going to just press out through that right hand and you're going to make a big circle all the way up, maybe back a little bit. Oh, yeah, that feels good. And then all the way down. Hooray. Let's do the other side. So take that elbow back behind you, open the chest and look away from the elbow. And then exhale, bring the arm across, give a little hook of the other forearm, and look towards that left shoulder. And we'll do it 2 more times. So inhale helps the muscles in the chest expand. And exhale, it allows that tension and stress to release. Ooh, my shoulder popped. And then one more. Inhale, looking away so you get that stretch down the neck. And then exhale, coming across and looking towards the shoulder so you get the opposite side of the neck. Then you're going to reach out through the palm of the hand and you're going to make a big circular movement, maybe even back and down. Awesome. And then just to kind of bring a little balance between left and right, we're going to just pull the shoulders back. So I'm kind of squeezing my shoulder blades towards one another. And then I'm going to do the complete opposite. I'm going to pull my shoulders forward and kind of open up the space between the shoulder blades. And let's do that just 2 more times. So I'm pulling my shoulders back, spreading through the collarbones, and exhaling, rounding the shoulders forward. Might even feel good to stretch the arms forward, hands forward, and then one more. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. I really do feel better. I slept kind of weird on this shoulder. So now we're going to move into our breathing practice, and we're going to just keep it simple, but we're going to imagine that we could stretch the breath a little bit. And how we're going to do that is we're not really actually stretching the breath, but when you bring your attention to your breath, it automatically deepens. So we're going to just use the hands to just bring even more attention to our breathing. So what I want you to do is take your hands out in front of you. And when you inhale, you're going to move your hands apart. And when you stop, when your inhale stops, stop your hands. And when you exhale, you're going to move your hands towards one another and they're not going to touch. But I want you to just kind of get a sense of how much space you can get in between the hands. Basically, it's almost like you can stretch your breathing. Hopefully you get it after a couple rounds. So with your inhale, just how it is, natural and normal, spread the hands apart. So I'm right about there. And then exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. So do about 3 or 4 more. And you want to feel like you could use your hands to stretch your inhale. See, mine got a little deeper that time. Good. Maybe 2 more. And exhale. Okay, so let's try one more. And exhale. Yay. So I don't know if you saw, mine kind of started here and then I ended here, about here. I love how I'm like here. No, but it's a really interesting thing when you just actually pay attention to your breathing. It automatically deepens. And why we want more breath is because it's more oxygen into the systems of the body, into the brain. And when we take a longer, deeper breath out, it's more of a release of carbon dioxide from the body. So deep breathing is good. Okay, we're going to move into our time of mindfulness meditation. And surprise, surprise, I'm not going to do my typical cross legged seat today. I'm just going to sit back. So you are welcome to close the eyes. Please don't feel like you have to, but we are going to just bring our attention into the body. So I'm going to close my eyes. And the type of meditation we are doing is mindfulness meditation. And what that is just focusing on what is happening in the present moment. So we start by bringing our attention to our physical bodies, and we're going to do a little bit more of a structured practice than we did on day 1 and day 2. And what I mean by that is we're going to do what's called a body scan. So just bring your attention to the areas that you hear me mention, and we will start with the head. So just feeling all around the top of the head, the back of the head, the sides, noticing if there's any pressure or tension. Bring your awareness to the muscles in the face, forehead, around the jaw. Let the eyes relax. And then just take a nice deep breath in and out, inviting any tension in the head to let go. And then let's move our attention down into the neck, shoulders, the arms, the hands, the fronts of the shoulders, the backs of the shoulders. Maybe you can feel your shoulders dropping down away from the ears, your hands relaxing in whatever position they're resting in. Again, we'll take a nice, easy breath in and out. Letting go of any unconscious tension or even conscious tension in the neck, the shoulders, down the arms, and into the hands. Now let's bring our awareness to the front body, so the chest, the upper and lower abdomen, and into the back body. So from the top to the middle to the bottom of the spine, and all the surrounding muscles, the left side of the body, the right side of the body, and just the whole of the torso relaxing, unwinding any tension. We'll take a nice easy breath in and out, softening and releasing, letting go. And then finally, let's bring our awareness into the low back, the hips, the legs, all the way down to the ankles, to the feet. And just feel these really large muscles of the body begin to relax. feel any type of gripping in the hips starting to let go. Maybe you can even feel that the toes are relaxing and there's space in the feet. And then let's take a breath in and out, letting go of any tension, any stress, any holding in and all the way through the lower body. Just observing how the physical body feels this morning without any judgment, head to toe, front to back, inviting a sense of openness and relaxation. And let's move on now to bringing mindfulness to our mind. Just this morning, observing your thoughts. Like, where is your attention right now? Maybe you are lost in the future. Maybe you are caught up in worry or just what's going to happen. See if you could pull yourself back to being right here, to, if you need it, your breath. Sometimes that can just help you recenter and refocus, bringing your awareness to your breath, breathing in and breathing out. But it's really important to just observe our thoughts, to look and notice that oftentimes we have patterns of thinking and they're kind of going on in the background of our minds, oftentimes like on autopilot. And so we let go of the judgment, but we do bring our attention. So, what are you thinking about that maybe you didn't even realize? Let's take another 20 seconds to simply observe our thoughts. And then we're going to bring a mindful awareness to our hearts. And this is just me. I like to bring my hands over my heart. And sometimes I do one and sometimes I do two. And today just feels like I'm going to do one. It just helps me focus. So you don't have to do this, but for the next few moments, just bringing an attention and awareness to the heart. What does the heart feel like this morning? Can you sense that the heart may be overwhelmed, that there is sorrow or grief present? Maybe your heart feels hope, that this morning you woke up and it just feels a little lighter and it's like you can just breathe. So, without any judgment, noticing just the state of your heart. Sometimes it's difficult to touch into feelings. It's not a common practice for a lot of people. So, do the best that you can and maybe just start to open up communication with the heart, with the emotions and the feelings, allowing them to be there without needing to fix them or change them. Let's take just 10 more seconds, observing the heart. Good. And if you like, you can let your hands rest palms facing up. You can let your hands rest down on the legs, or you're more than welcome to keep your hands on your heart if they were. And we're going to close our time of meditation with compassion. So you can close your eyes if you opened your eyes. I did. To kind of place my hands. And so, whatever is present this morning in your body, whatever is present this morning in your mind and your heart, it can be really easy to bring worry, to bring fear, to try to fix, to try to find a solution. And maybe you can do that later. But we've set this time aside to simply be present. And so, offering up compassion, kindness, perhaps you say a phrase to yourself that would feel calming or loving, like it's going to be okay, or you are loved. And just feel even the feelings of compassion. They're light, they're open, they're spacious. I've heard someone describe the feeling of compassion as a warmth. So let that just come over your body, head to toe, into your heart, into your mind. Take one more breath here. Good. And you can slowly open your eyes. I feel better already. So, we're going to do our gratitude. And I have a really cool little planner that has an area for gratitude, and my pen is on the floor. Ta-da. So, you're welcome to write down 3 things. Some people like to do a gratitude list. I'm just going to do one, but I want you to think of something that you can be grateful for right now in this moment, in today. So let's take a moment to do that. I always suggest writing it down. I just feel like when you can see it, it kind of gets into your brain a little more than just kind of having it float around up there. So if you need more time, you can just pause the video and take more time. But I wrote friends today. This whole thing of, you know, being quarantined. I mean, I'm not quarantined, but, being alone by yourself in your house can feel kind of isolating. And I had a wonderful conversation on the phone with a friend, and it just made my day. So I am grateful for friends. All right, we're going to move into our last bit of this practice, which is prayer. And you can just kind of rest your hands wherever. I'm going to take my hands together in prayer position. It just helps me settle and focus. And we'll use this time to just offer up a prayer for our world, for ourselves, for people that we love. And we're also kind of tuning in and looking for what we want to set our intention on today. So, one word or a phrase. Let's go ahead and close the eyes, relax the shoulders, and take a few moments to offer up some prayer. And just be asking for what your attention needs to be on today. What is your intention? And go ahead and take maybe one more breath. And then you can open the eyes. And I have just a little piece of paper, like a stack of paper that I will write my intention on. And I'm going to do that now. I'm just real big about writing things down so you can see them throughout the day. I like to Tell people to put this somewhere where you will see it as you go throughout your day. And what's interesting, sometimes I'll write an intention and then I don't really know what it's about, but the word that came to me was forgive. Hmm. So I will be thinking about that intention. And I hope whatever your word is kind of carries you into this day and sets your heart in a just good and balanced place. Thank you so much for your time. And I am so looking forward to practicing with you day 4. Bye.